Can't go back now. You can't retcon this.
As you walk into his shop, did I just bump my gain? I did. There we go. All better. Shut up, Desiree.
That's gonna go well.
Yeah, an irritable looking hunched over man rounds up the shop and says, "What do you want?"
Hi, mister. I also specialize in alchemy a little bit, so I know your job is really hard, and so I don't want to waste any time with you. So what? I'm here, one, to get some potion, and two, to try and sell you some component.
He looks at you for a moment. He sort of raises one eyebrow. He's trying to figure you out why you're so upbeat.
Yeah, we don't know either.
All right. What do you want?
Well, one, I'd love to know if you would like to pay me for any of these materials that I have gathered recently. And I show him the fire rune. I show him the eye stalks of the spectators. I show him the spider bits.
For bookkeeping
Like, do any of these?
Will you give me back the gold values that I gave to you with those when
well, the beholderkin eyes are right there.
Yeah, the beholder are 50 each.
Yeah, and the spider bits are 20 copper, 1 gold, 20 copper. And the fire rune, you didn't give me a value, or if you did, I didn't. All
right, I'll look up the fire rune.
I didn't write it down. I just remember having a fire rune. I might not even want to sell the fire rune if he tells me if he's like particular interest.
Okay.
Because a fire rune, maybe that could be used to like craft fire immune armor or something. Who knows?
So as you put the items out on the counter, he goes from cautious suspicion to sudden piqued interest as he recognizes the inherent value of the items, and says, "Oh, just a moment." He disappears back behind a curtain and comes back out with a large kit, a couple bags, and pulls a loop out, one of those telescopy things that fits in your eye. Swings a couple lenses down and pulls out a pair of large tweezers to examine the items with. And he starts with the eye stalks and he's like, "Oh, very nice, aberrational eye stalks. You don't see these very often.
They're very fresh."
Yes, I can see that. It's still a bit drippy. I'll clean up the counter later. Don't worry about it. And then these some arachnid parts.
Yes.
These are also
various
nice.
arachnid parts.
Rather varied. Well, we here at this shop have a long-standing tradition of not asking any questions.
That's good.
So
I ask questions?
Absolutely not.
Did you want the other one?
Of course I want the other one.
All right.
Just like, "Hey Thomas, do you want a Reese's stuffed with crunchy cookie big cup king size Reese's cup?" And I'm like, "Fucking yes. Are you crazy?"
Is that there now? Because if so, I had to come over for some reason.
Everyone's just remembered very important reasons they need to be at my apartment today.
You're right.
Oh my god, it's a Reese's cup stuffed with fucking cookie dough. Holy shit.
No, I have it's like Oreo pieces, but not like the
Now I'm gonna have to go get my fucking waffle cone ice cream. Thank you very much, Desiree.
God, I just
fantastic.
came like 14 separate times.
Gross.
Jesus. Yes, it is, but that's funny as fuck.
I'm trying to make a shrewd business deal here.
I like how
And
your
it's
wife
interrupted
still,
by
Is that what I've missed while I
your
was?
wife
Is that what I've missed
still
while I've been
"That's
making
gross,
coffee?
Thomas."
Business deal.
I'm trying to
Is
make
that-
a shrewd business deal to get information.
So, the alchemist gestures to the beholder eyes. Says, "Now these here. Yeah, I like you. You strike me as a lovely person, so I'm going to cut you an incredible deal. You won't find value like this anywhere else. For these eye stalks, I'll give you an entire gold piece each."
Jesus Christ.
Mister, I know I look naive because I'm a tiny little gnome, but I know what these things are worth. And I pull out my card. And he's like, I represent the trading information. Fuck, but I don't even remember fucking what the name of the fucking Niagara.
Tinker.
I recommend TIS,
Can't
Tinkering
remember.
Information Trade Society.
There you
And
go.
Power of
this is not
no
my first. This is not my first time negotiating business. As I hand him my card.
Mhm.
Now I can appreciate a man who doesn't ask many questions. I too don't like to ask many questions myself, but I'd be willing to part with these eye stalks for that. I would even give them to you for that very low price if you'd answer successfully a few questions I have about this town, about certain people who may or may not be leaders of a shadow organization.
As you say that, he suddenly as you were talking, his eyes kind of glazed over. But after you say that, he perks up and he looks around a little bit and he's like, "Would you would cut me that deal?"
Assuming you have the information I'm looking for.
Well, give me a moment. He goes to the shop door, looks around, pulls a closed sign from the bin next to it, puts it on the door and shuts the door, locks it, and draws the shades on the windows. Yeah,
Nice.
lights a small candle in the now darkened shop, and goes back to his counter, pulls up a chair, sits down, says, "Let's talk."
All right. So, I hear tell that the major powers in this city are hidden. They like to stay hidden. They don't really like to expose themselves very much, and that they happen to be related to a certain family. We don't need to say the name, I'm sure, just in case it may invoke some bad luck.
Heard correctly.
So, we need to find these people for our own reasons. We don't need to tell you why, but we need to get in touch with these people in a way that most people would not be appreciative of. So, any information you can give me to finding these people, to exposing them, or just finding wherever they're hidden, would be great. If you have any information of that sort, I could be willing to part with these eye stock for that very, very low price.
To sell out the Rhines.
I'm offering you
Rhines for a pile of gold.
a large pile of gold. This is at least 100. It's at least 150 gold right there.
Well, I know a good decision when I see one. This is simply business after all.
Of course.
So, you want to lure the Rhines out of their hides. That, it could be tricky. They're very, reticent. They haven't been seen in the light of day since before I was born.
In the light of day, is that some sort of euphemism? Are they vampires now?
I mean, they might be. but I think
Vampires,
it's
surely
just-
not. No. Vampires are child's play compared to them. I think I haven't actually seen a vampire, so I wouldn't know.
I hear they have fang. Don't like sunlight.
Reportedly, yes. But then again, so might the Ryans. I don't know. I actually met them.
You might have met one.
Yeah, he looks at you, raises an eyebrow for a minute, and says, "Anyway, so draw them out. Well, you need to.
Am I wasting my time here, sir?
No. I'm thinking. It's not an easy task, is it? You can't simply waltz into the keep. It's
The keep, you say?
Well, yeah, I think that's where they stay most of the time, locked up in there.
All of them together?
Yes, the Council of Six, they call themselves.
Sound really full of themselves.
Oh, believe me, they are.
So, have you ever heard any instances of them leaving the keep?
Only a couple. Only when Well, let's see. The last time they left would have to be when when one of the leaders of the resistances was captured and executed. They attended that, certainly.
Mm. Any other times in history? Yeah, as I say as I start moving one of the eye stalks back toward myself.
Well, I'm loaded with information. I know everything you could possibly desire to know. As he sort of slides it back towards himself. He's like, oh, I hear tell that they come out at night. Although, apparently they don't exactly traverse by traditional mortal means. Much more powerful at night than they are during the day, which is why I suspect they only visit their city at night.
Sure
As if
sound
they have
like
some
vampires.
It does kind of sound like vampires.
This entire time, I've been pondering the idea of a robot vampire.
That picture.
Wow.
Oh boy.
How would that work logistically?
Well,
Powered
I'm
by
glad
blood. Doesn't like sunlight.
Mecha Godzilla would take care of it.
Yeah.
So you say it's not a good idea to fight them at nighttime. Good. That's good to know.
They are powered by human blood.
That part was not a
I
confirm.
saw that one too. But that's pretty cool, actually. That side one. Anyway, so I don't know. These things do sound an awful lot like a vampire, but whatever.
I don't even think we know what those are.
Vampires do like forming councils.
Yes,
Councils. This is like a known trait of vampirism. So you become obsessed with forming councils about things.
I mean, you got Blade, where they had like the fucking Elder Council. You got World of Warcraft, where they had the Sanguine Council and the Wrath of the Lich King.
You had Underworld.
Underworld has a council.
I don't remember what the underworld one was called.
It was,
No one does.
They had the elders. They had their
And they
elders.
had the Camarilla and World of Darkness, and
Mm-hmm.
Listen, it's I don't know when it started, but it just became a trope that vampires like forming their councils based on typically
it's because vampires love
age.
intrigue. They just
Yeah.
they live, they unlive
To
for
have intrigue, you need
Right.
you need to have something to intrigue against. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
listen, at Vampire Little League baseball meetings, this stuff goes unnoticed all the time.
Right. It's just kind of the background noise of their world.
So these guys, they came out for an execution of a rebel leader, huh?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Sweet.
So
said.
all we had to do is just make a
Get a rebel
sac-
leader captured.
yeah.
Mhm.
All we had to do is just betray somebody, and we'll get our shot.
Yeah.
Who
I
are these?
suppose-
Who are these rebels you're talking about?
Well, the last one was, I believe it was their father.
Ah, we happen to have one of those. We could sacrifice him.
Back to Plan A.
It was plan A, but we already came up with this plan, so you're not really providing much value here.
God damn it, you guys.
Just casually sacrifice your dad. Hope you didn't like that one.
God damn it, you guys.
But don't worry, we'll buy you another.
Well, no, they're saying Aroxian's dad was who they executed last time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
in theory, we could claim to have captured Aroxian Rhine,
Mhm.
and then if it's a demand to present him to his brothers, and then kill them all in their keep, with like 30 guards around, likely.
This is a terrible
Well, I mean-
plan. Why don't we work our way up through their distribution channels, Deadpool style, just killing everyone along the way?
I'm fine with that too.
So would we have to start with this alchemist then?
I think we have to start with the. Well, I'm not there. Actually, it's only Lily's there. I'm just thinking out loud at the table.
Oh, I only came in the middle.
Yeah,
of that, so
I
assume we were
assume
all
I
there.
assume those three. I assume the three of them came with me.
I came with you.
I assume that Steve did not come with us.
Yeah, that would be kind of awkward.
It'll be easier to plot against him if he isn't here.
God damn it.
Okay. Well, is there any other information you can provide us? Because so far, I'm not feeling like 1 gold each is the deal that
Listen.
the value we've achieved here.
Okay, so I do know that their keep is magically enchanted. How? I don't know. I'm not a magician. I'm an alchemist. They're very different. Look it up. However, I get it all the time. However, I do know that God, it
Alex,
is
next
so
time mute
hard
your
to
shit.
focus while like. God,
You taking a shit over there, buddy?
there is
No.
there are very few dialogues that a flushing toilet will not derail.
I apologize.
That is anathema. All right.
Damn.
Sorry.
to a serious atmosphere.
Yeah, I was just taking a leak, man. Sorry. I had to
Um,
turn my phone off of sound activated. Or my thing.
I had strong suspicions, but the toilet flush confirmed it. I was like, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
You shouldn't have done that.
Oh.
We can just edit that out later.
At least it wasn't wet, nasty Taco Bell shits.
Oh no, I would have fucking signed off for that. Jesus, I'm not an animal.
All right. Anyway,
It's magical. He doesn't know.
yeah,
how
it's
he's
it's
got
magical. I don't know how. I'm an alchemist, not a magician. Um,
Very different. One's better than the other. Magicians.
Yeah, I'm an alchemist, not a magician, but I do know a little bit about the powers that the Rhines possess, thanks to their, dark master or whatever they say they've got.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Go on.
So we know that they can either fly, teleport, or float somehow, because we've definitely seen them at night flapping their way across the city.
Hmm.
Boy, that really sounds like vampires.
Yeah, I'm feeling it, man. That's super vampiric.
All right.
All right.
So they can fly, they can teleport, they can float.
Yes.
They have a
One
magic
of
also.
those.
Do we know? You said they have like some kind of council shit going on, but do they have any mortal or like regular holdings? Like, do they operate through some kind of local business, or are they just openly like a vampire council?
Yes. Well, I don't know. If they were to operate through some kind of front business, surely it would have to sell, I don't know, alchemy supplies and poisons or something like that.
Oh, huh. It's funny how that works out.
Weird.
Oh, yes, isn't it?
Yeah,
Where
where are
did
we
you
gonna find
find
one of those?
Where did you
Yeah.
find these people?
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Yes, but yes, there's me, there's many others. They half the businesses in the city,
Oh,
I
okay.
see.
and the other half are only allowed to exist because they, complete the illusion.
Okay. That makes it a little more complicated. We can still work with that though. Okay.
Yes, Orangetown, for all intents and purposes, is a fake city. Almost all of the decent and wholesome inhabitants have long since fled. Most of the people who remain are either a direct supporter or an implicit participant in their twisted ways.
Hmm.
You seem like a nice guy, though.
Oh, believe me, that is not the case.
So you're saying I should bludgeon you to death?
Hey.
Well,
We're
you
having
don't
a
seem
trade.
like
We're having a
nice
trade
guy
deal
either.
over here, buddy.
yeah.
We're talking business, all right? Leave it to me. This is the one thing I'm not naive at.
Mm.
Yeah, what he actually says is like, I'm here to make a coin, nothing more, nothing less.
Sure.
I
But
work for whoever has the deepest pockets.
well, right now our pockets are pretty deep, so I'm still struggling to hear the plan, though. We keep derailing.
Yeah, I'm so confused with the actual goal. How we get there.
And this
is-
guy had an idea how to lure him out.
Okay.
So-
He has yet to say it.
The only thing I can think of is you say you've got a juicy bit of rind that they might want to sink their you have suspiciously vampiric teeth into.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I hate this so much.
And well, the execution pits are in the middle of town, and executions happen at noon, as is traditional Orin tradition. I just said traditional tradition. I'm an idiot.
Fine, we forgive you.
That's all right, man.
Tell me that's a blood-related kind of guy too. Oh boy,
Yeah.
it's all pointing in one direction.
Mm. All right.
Say, have I noticed a lot of garlic in the town? I don't have.
You've noticed alarmingly little garlic in this town,
Yeah.
Alarmingly
but
little.
that might just be because they don't like garlic.
Yeah,
They
could be.
like things
They might not know about it.
Garlic might just not grow in this region.
Yeah.
Garlic grows everywhere. You have to exterminate it to get rid of it.
All right.
So I say, well, they're far weaker in the day than they are at night. At night, they're basically invincible.
I see.
They
Okay.
Can, they can turn invisible, fly around. I think they can change shape. It's horrible. You don't want to mess with it.
Yeah, it didn't sound
God
good.
damn it.
But
It had to be damn bloody
but during the
vampires.
day, they're I don't think the sunlight harms them per se, but they certainly can't cast much magic.
Sure.
They confine themselves to these palanquins that they ride around in.
So you're getting awfully close to earning these eye stocks, but I got one more question for you.
Go ahead.
How do we get word to them that we're executing a so-called Rhine?
Oh, believe me, they've got ears everywhere. You walk up to the front gate of the city and you say, "Hey, we've got your brother tied to this post over here," and they'll be there lickety split.
All right.
Oh.
Well, that sounds pretty straightforward then.
No, it doesn't.
Sounds pretty straightforward to me.
No.
I mean, it doesn't sound like it's good for you, but it sounds straightforward.
Oh,
We can tie you up in fake knots.
If
Yeah.
we're speaking alone, suddenly
I can disguise you as someone who looks like he's been beaten up and bloodied.
I think we're talking out of character here.
out of character, we should probably.
Yeah, we're not
silence
gonna say
guy.
this. We're not gonna say
He's
plan
out for
from
coin.
this guy.
He's immediately going to betray us. We can't let him go.
Yeah.
He already said he was evil anyway. We just take a candlestick
Listen,
and just smash his head in.
this guy is this guy values one thing in life. And
Yeah,
that's
coin.
money.
Coin.
And we're just
Yeah.
giving him a shitload of money. As long
Yeah,
as he keeps
and-
quiet about that money.
He's
and
not going to keep
slowly-
quiet about it. He's going to immediately tell our enemies in the hopes of getting more coin.
Mhm.
I look at him and he's like, "You wouldn't do that to us, would you?"
I don't say that aloud. That was out of character. But my character is thinking it very loudly with a candlestick in his hand.
Fine. All right. Let me just.
You people are unbelievable.
I
Oh.
didn't do this.
All right. So I pick up on this murderous intent. I assume a 16 is enough to pick up on this.
Yes.
I'm gonna say to him, so I think you've earned these eye stocks, personally. In fact, I don't even think you need to give us a gold for any of them. But my friend's over here, the guy, particularly the one with the candles, he seems awfully worried that you might try and sell us out.
Me? Sell you out? Are you kidding me? I'm on my way out of this city in about 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, how you doing that?
Out the front gate, out the back gate, through the water on a ship. I don't care. I think a ship's leaving in a day or two. I'll just go hide out in that hold with my big bag of gold. But no, I've already said far too much to stay in Orangetown.
Hmm.
The Ryans will kill me for sure.
Yeah.
No matter what you tell them, that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, not even this knowledge could save me after I betrayed them once. They are not forgiving people.
Well, don't worry, they'll be dead soon.
See, I think we can trust him. I think this guy, he's not gonna go blabbing that he ratted out his boss. he knows better for himself. He knows that if he takes this golden leaves, he can live a nice, comfortable life somewhere else.
Yeah, well, I'm keeping his candlestick just in case.
I do want to know, sir. Now that we're off the dirty business,
Hmm.
and I appreciate that bit. Do you have any potions? Because I
BT
would
does.
love some potions of healing.
Oh, potions of healing. I'm fresh out. Do got lots of other potions though.
What kind of
Hmm.
potion?
Oh, let me see here. What do we got? Potion of climbing.
Ooh.
We got no, not that one, not that one. Potion of water walking.
Mm-hmm.
Love filter. No.
Love filter? I don't think I'm looking to make someone fall in love with.
Oh, is that what that
yeah,
does? I
shame.
assume it filtered love somehow.
How much is that love potion there?
Hey. Don't let him scam you.
Love potion. I could let this go for only 200 gold.
Oh, okay then.
What was that first potion? Potion of climbing? What does that do?
I assume it makes you climb better.
I assume it makes us
Yeah.
climb better, but how does it make us climb better?
I said I'm an alchemist, not a magician. I don't know how it works. I just know you put the herbs in, you drink it, you climb the walls. You stick to it like a spider.
Ah.
So it's like a spider climb potion.
Sounds
No,
like
you just have
yeah.
advantage. It just gives you advantage on strength checks.
Hmm.
Strength and athletic checks make you climb.
You can't climb a
How much
smooth
you
wall,
charging
but you
for
sure
that?
can climb it, right? Wow. And then he looks down and sees the 4 gold coins that he just gave you for
I told him
Yeah.
he didn't even need to give me the gold.
the ice stocks. He's like 4 gold coins.
All right.
Alright, fair enough.
I think we're overstaying our welcome in this shop. And I ask him, "Do I know that Aroxion was trying to buy poison?" I don't know that, right?
No, you do not.
Yeah, so I wouldn't try and ask for poison. All right, so I'm gonna grab the fire rune and the spider bits, sweep them back into my bag, take the 4 gold coins, and be like, "Thank you for your information, sir. Get out of here safely." Try not to be too conspicuous when you're leaving. They might pick up on your hasty exit and become suspicious.
I'm
Little
sure
bit.
he's slimy enough
Yeah,
to
he's
escape.
like, all right, and remember,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And
All right,
remember,
well, I'm heading off to Crownport.
Hey, what are we remembering now?
He says he was gonna say, and remember, if you have anybody passing through Crownport, and they need an alchemist, just let them know. I'll keep on running that 2-for-1 combo with the potion of love and the oil of slipperiness. Tell them I called.
Seems like a good deal.
yeah, and you keep my card just in case, in case you ever
Yeah,
need any.
what's his tits? I'll call them if I need them.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So I think we have somewhat of a plan.
We have the beginning of a plan, for sure.
We certainly have the
Aroxian
beginnings
is
of a
bait.
plan,
Aroxian
These are-
is bait.
which kind of was already our plan. But you
That
know
was
what? We've confirmed now with this guy that it's likely our plan would work. So
I am not actually familiar if D&D vampires are in fact weak to garlic.
I don't think
Are
you
they?
can attack
they are.
them with garlic.
Hang on.
It is a perfectly
Vampire.
reasonable question to ask.
Is
For
it though?
stakes. Yes, it is.
Is it a reasonable question?
Yes. It is a completely 100% reasonable question to ask if they are vulnerable to garlic. In a world of monsters, in a world we just
Yeah.
killed a thing that is a floating fucking meat ball with eyeballs. But a vampire can't be allergic to garlic.
Legendary resistance, shape change, regeneration.
Also, I hope they're not like legit vampires because they're a CR13.
Oh, well,
Well, you know what?
to
Then you
stack
better
the
hope.
deck in our odds.
If it is, then you better hope that we have lots of fucking garlic.
Yeah.
And it works.
Let's see, Children of the Night. Legendary action.
No, they're not. They don't mind garlic.
Oh, well.
At
Oh
least
well.
not in the monster manual. I'd have to look at Strahd for like, because Strahd is like knee deep in fucking vampire rules.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's garlic. I think it's traditional stuff.
Like
Garlic is traditional.
No,
So
like
silver.
Lots of stuff. Yeah, garlic's like the
silver,
most traditional.
holy relics, sunlight.
No, it's they can't enter a residence without invitation. They're harmed by running water. They're harmed by stake to the heart. Harmed by sunlight.
Oh, sure, they can be. All those are all reasonable, but not garlic.
Garlic was
There's no garlic spells. There's other spells that do that. that do the
When's
things that you just
butterbeam? It can
It's
be
not-
modified with
Damn it, I
a.
already have
It can
buttery
be garlic.
bean.
It can,
Don't you
it can
see?
be garlic
Don't you
butterbeam.
see?
yeah, just mixing some garlic into
Yes,
your
yes, I will.
butterbeam.
Exactly.
Clarify it.
Get some bread with that shit. Get some garlic bread going on.
Garlic bread cannon.
Roxanne can throw the Texas toasts, nice toasty out there, and I'll blast them with the garlic buttery beam. And I don't have anything after that. That is the entirety of my master plan.
It's a pretty good plan. I like it.
Ah,
Right, so they-
okay.
So apparently we rolled pretty good on our lore check to figure out
Yeah.
if vampires are actually running water harms them or what.
Yes, running water.
So from say like a decanter of endless water, perhaps.
Yes, that would work. But it has
Yeah.
to end its turn in it. It has to stand in the running water.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, so if we could trick them
It
into
can't cross things
into-
like rivers.
So
Mm.
if you could just trick it into an arroyo and then open the floodgates, and
An arroyo. I like. That's a.
I wanted to use that word. I love that word.
No, it's a good word. It just.
Yeah.
I was like, huh, interesting. You don't hear that one too often.
No, and I'd like to. I think I'll go read another Cormac McCarthy.
That specifically is where you find such things.
Ooh. So if a vampire takes sunlight damage, right? But they'll obviously come out shrouded, right? If we reflected the sun into their face, would that damage?
Yes. It
It
is
seems
sunlight
like it
after
would.
all.
That would be.
Yes.
We could just come armed with mirrors.
Yeah, you know what's too
Shoot them
bad
with
is
sunbeam!
scorching ray isn't like sunlight. That would be useful right about now.
Yeah, right. That would be really handy.
Would that be an improvised weapon?
Probably something of the nature.
Yeah. So running water. We could. Ooh, we could rig the.
How deep does it have to be? Could it be just like ankle deep?
I assume pouring water on them would be considered running water.
No, it has to be naturally flowing. So like from an
Naturally
unending
flowing.
jug would work since you've now created a source for the water to be eternally flowing from.
Actually, those things don't run unendingly now. I was looking at them the other day.
Oh, do they not?
Yeah, they fixed that old loophole where it would just fill up the whole planet and universe with water.
Damn.
Yeah.
Someone couldn't find it.
How would you do that though?
We're getting
You'd have to
sidetracked.
like.
We're plotting.
I don't think running water is gonna be a huge role.
I was gonna say, is there any way to
Yeah,
flood
Mommy.
this town?
Oh, I
That
mean, there's
is
ways
a
to
completely
find out.
legitimate way, and besides, according to that guy we just did business with, the town is full of miscreants and ruffians. Flooding them all to death is perfectly fine. That won't turn you evil, I guess. I don't mind.
No, they did say there. He did say there's also the good people. Just
He said
people
all
who
the
they
good-
allow to stay.
Now he said all the good people left. The only people left are implicitly involved or supporters.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No wonder everybody's so shifty-eyed here.
Great. This whole town is full of jerks.
All right, so we'll go back to the Ryan's family compound. Well,
You want to launch a daring daytime assault on it?
we're launching us all in the Ryan family compound.
He means the other Ryan family, not the six brothers. There's
Hmm.
two families named Ryan. It's very confusing.
Roxians from family.
Yeah, where
Go
you guys
in-
are currently staying.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to where we're staying. We'll
Alright,
let
you wanna
Roxy
launch-
and
As you
Would
guys
you like to
finally
launch a
make their
daring
way up,
daytime raid on their kitchen?
I throw him a wave. Hey guys, what took you so long?
hey man, what's
Hope
up?
You, hope you got some good info. I'll see you guys downstairs.
we got some good info, buddy. You're gonna love it.
Yeah,
I'm already in like the house again. Like I can't hear them.
And I'll quietly follow behind you with some rope. It'll be easier to make you agree to this once you're tied up.
Harsh.
Now. So I'll try and gather. We'll try and gather what's her name in here as well. We could always use an NPC to help us out with our plans.
One with great tracts of land.
What are you trying to seduce her? So
Me and my work.
we'll get a Vexia and a meeting with a Roxy right now, and we'll try and go through the plan with them. So I assume we're all gathered around a fire now.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and comfy. Everyone's feeling safe.
Yes.
No one's running out of the room.
Sure.
So
Alright, Derek, you ready to throw the rope at him?
now get him.
Hey, why do you guys have a bunch of rope?
No, so
No
we
reason.
met with that alchemist guy, and
That guy was a jerk. Did you get
yeah,
anything from him?
not a great guy. We did. So
You actually got something from that guy. He was so stingy last time.
listen, I am a master persuader when it comes to business. All right, there's a reason that the name Tits was known throughout the world.
Master Persuader and Master Debater.
So-
Sure.
So your brothers normally they all hold up in that keep.
Yeah.
They call themselves some fucking Council of Six or some bullshit like that.
That sounds
Real
that
upside
sounds-
bullshit.
That sounds like them. They're assholes.
Yeah, they don't
So
sound like nice guys.
No.
They
they're
also
pretentious
might be
subs.
vampires.
Yeah, like 99% might be.
Yeah,
Huh.
super likely.
Yeah, he says they like fly around at night, and
Oh,
they're
Didn't
servants
you
of
say
like
they
this.
travel around in a black coach or something like that.
Yeah, they don't come out during the day, and they're also servants of like this blood god thing. So like,
Which has
It's
to do
like-
with the stuff we're fighting. So
it's
you know.
like a good like 90% chance that they're vampires.
At least 90%.
So you're saying we can kill them and kill one of these monster thingies at the same time?
And all it's going to take is for you to take this rope and tie yourself up with it.
You can go fuck yourself.
Well, we try it the easy way.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean you need a mattress for?
Here, I'll soften them up for us.
So
What's
we
the-
need to lure them out into the sun. We need to lure them out during daytime when they can't just unleash their vampire powers on us and when they're at their weakest. So the guy from the alchemy shop said the only time they ever come out.
Fine. That misses my AC.
Does miss his AC. Does he have advantage? Is it a sneak attack? So the only time they ever come out is when they're executing a Rhine, essentially.
So instead of just immediately making me bait, why don't I use my folk hero connections to start a rumor that I'm somewhere else and lure them to that spot?
That's actually not a bad alternative.
I liked our initial plan better.
I
And-
like
and
tying.
it's
I do
because
like
it-
tying
It'll-
them up
it'll-
better.
It'll just cost a couple gold to just grease some wheels.
That's true. These people are easy to bribe.
Oh, they're so easy to bribe.
Although we did give up a lot of money to that alchemist guy, but I think it was worth it.
How much
Yeah.
money did you buy
Uh,
stuff, or did you not make any money?
we sold the eye stalks to him,
That's fine.
and
We
to
weren't
get the
using-
information out of him.
We weren't
It
gonna.
was like 196 gold. Much.
Okay. Doesn't mean anything
Yeah.
to me.
How wealthy is this guy?
Right?
Or how
No.
poor is he that he doesn't understand how much money is worth?
It's both are potential options here. It's hard to
Yeah.
know which.
So what's your plan then? You want to grease the wheels? Tell
We
them.
can start a rumor that I have set up shop somewhere else at a certain location of our choosing. We can spring traps on them. We can.
What if they just send their guards?
Yeah. What if they
If
just send
you
guards
could-
though?
Well, then we'll kill them all but one. We'll give them the business, and then we can torture our way up.
It seems
All right.
reasonable.
I'm on board after the word torture.
I don't know.
You fucking
Seems
sicko.
like
It's
it'd be
causing pain to meat creatures.
Seems like it'd be a lot easier to just like pretend we took you prisoner and we're gonna get you killed and then just lower them out into the executioner area. Then we can rig the execution area up with mirrors and just like have people we've paid to focus the light on. Or just have people in
or
your
say
family.
like all the other Eroxians
Or
here.
we can have you infuse objects with sunlight, so we can trap them that way. So we can even
That's-
get them at dark.
That's not how infused magic works.
Well, is that not?
Well, I
That's
don't
not
know.
how the
arguing
Force
about?
works.
I feel like we could set up a pretty good trap in this executioner area if we scout it out, see what the layout's like, and then get your family to sneak into town, set up mirrors and everything. Really set up a trap for them.
They're not gonna come out during the daytime, man. They're only gonna.
He said they came out during the daytime when they executed your dad.
I don't think they were vampires yet, because that would have been over 500 years ago.
Ooh, that's a good point.
They might come. They might come in person for this one. If they think that you're still alive,
No way. They would make sure they would hold it. They would make sure it was me.
That's why it can't be an illusion of you. Sorry.
Well, why don't we lure them to an area then?
because
How
they'll
are you
just
gonna lure
send
them?
their minions. How are you gonna lure them? They've already sent cultists to try and fight us before.
Can we use? Do you have a disguise kit?
I do.
Can we disguise? Can we disguise something else to look like me and then cast an illusion on it?
To make sounds and movement? Yeah, we could do that. I don't know what kind of senses vampires have in this.
What advantage does that give us?
Me not being, out in the open with nothing to defend myself.
Listen, we'll put a
You won't
trap
be
door
out-
underneath you.
Yeah, exactly. We'll rig it so that you can just you're not gonna be really tied up. It's just gonna look like you're tied up.
As far as you know.
I hate you
Why do you
all.
even put monsters into this game, Thomas?
Yeah,
Kill
Thomas.
each other.
Thomas just he just picks
Players
up the,
are
he just
the
picks
real
up the monster
monsters.
manual, turns 90 degrees, and throws it in the trash.
So,
Right?
so
I
to
open
give
the monster manual and it's just a huge picture of Eric and Dustin taped in there.
so to give Thomas a chance, I'm gonna turn to Vexia and try and have her talk to him. He's like, "Is there any way your family could set up to modify the executioner platform so that we could trap them there with and have a bunch of people ready to shine light on them?"
It's very possible.
See?
It is a public fixture.
See, she thinks this be pretty easy. Does you think this is a good plan, right? You think our plan's pretty good, right?
I think it's an excellent plan.
See, she thinks it's a good plan.
Can I insight
That
check her?
makes me cautious.
Go ahead.
She thinks it's a good plan.
Yeah, she really does think this is a pretty good plan. Also, it looks like from her barely hideable smile that she thinks this is going to be extremely funny.
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's do the Scooby Doo cut. The diddly doo too. Let's just go.
So let's just
Oh my god.
well, we're gonna do this over the course of a few days, so we're gonna plan it out. I just want to know the layout of the executioner's platform so we can set traps for them.
Yep. So it's an old converted, what used to be a downtown market, was converted into a large execution platform.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got a what was formerly a statue, converted into a big open square, lots of viewing platforms, and rentable space on all the surrounding buildings, with a stake for burning straight in the center.
Ooh. Try not to cast. Did I just hear a Harry Potter theme?
I don't know. There's some music going on behind me. I don't know what the deal is.
Okay. I was like, do 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 do.
I heard that same
Right.
thing, and I was like, what was that?
Yeah.
It certainly sounded Harry Pottery. Do you not have like this map laid out at all, Thomas? Like you don't
I
have
do
the...
have it. I do have it laid out. Do you want to like go there? And
I'd like to see it so
peep
like I
around?
could.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me.
let's stalk the crime scene.
We're not just gonna tie him up and go out there without a plan.
Do.
We're gonna have a plan here. We don't want them to be able to escape.
All right. Oh, that's the wrong map. Hang on.
That would be the wrong map. Yeah.
Oh, come here. Let me like drag this over. There we go.
Is that
That's
on
the
the
right
screen?
map.
Okay, that is good.
That's the right map. There we go. Can you see anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
What
Yeah.
looks like a
Like a
public
town?
execution square.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's like an executioner's square. There's 4 entrances.
If you're like, oh, Tom, this is really quiet, that's because he was laying this map out.
Mm,
Not to pull the veil back too much, but
you're right.
Let's get some flame effects going on there. Yeah.
Okay, so where would people be viewing this? They'd be
all
around
these-
the circle, right?
all these surrounding buildings, yeah, they all have.
This is a really great execution centers. I mean, you have
Isn't
a
it?
covered, you have like covered spectator seats so they can watch them die, and
Mhm.
Where's like the VIP section?
That will be the. Where did I put it?
gotta be this one, right? I mean,
Okay,
definitely a
yeah,
VIP
it's the,
section.
it's the bottom left.
Yeah.
There,
Okay. So
you'll
that's,
see there's a
that's
balcony
probably
there.
like a raised balcony. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where they're gonna be for sure.
For some reason, can't select and delete that circle. There it goes.
So
There you go.
we probably. Where's the entrance to that? By the way, is that back here? Is this an entrance to that?
Yes,
platform?
that is an entrance. Let me hang on, because I can also do, if I could pull it up, this where premium asset. There we go. Because I've got what is this? Block 6. Block 6.
So this used to be a market square, so I'm assuming that
Mhm.
like these are like some warehouses, probably maybe derelict.
Hmm. So I'm thinking we have someone from your family hiding over here. So at the moment, if the bad guys do actually show up and go into this area, he can lock lock them into that area.
Hmm.
Nice building, nice change.
There you go. See?
Yeah, so he could like lock this door and barricade it while they're up there silently. And then so they'll be trapped. They can only either jump down or come out down these stairs. Or break through a wall, which they
Was
might
that-
be able to do with their vampire strength.
Yeah.
We could douse that whole thing in fucking oil. And just like light it up.
We're gonna have to break
You
into
could.
here and do actual scouting, aren't we?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I
Probably.
assumed somebody went there and just kind of took a casual stroll around, and this is what you can
Yeah,
see.
I doubt they're like
Oh, okay.
guarding the executioner's area. So.
No, this is like I said. This is
Oh, I just figured those rooms wouldn't be like open to the public.
this is a very public. It's so for now nobody's there charging.
Thomas.
These were yes.
What about underground access? Any sewers or anything like that that we or they might use? Yeah,
That is
very
something that's
important
going
to
to take some perception investigation checks and
Boy, that
actually
sure
being there
sounds-
looking around.
know. That
That
sure
sounds
sounds
like
like
a
a
good
job for
idea.
Roxanne.
Yeah,
Mhm. It does.
Yes, I will do an investigation then.
with guidance.
Let me go stick this thing on the GM layer. There we go.
Well, since we're helping them, we're
Did
helping.
you
them
actually
try
make
to
this
find
all in
these.
just a few seconds?
Mhm.
It's pretty good.
Thank you.
It must be
It's got
incredibly
good
easy to
tools.
use.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, I've got good tools, but it's also just practice and like throwing things together fairly quickly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm
good.
assisting you on this perception check, Steve.
Okay.
Get your advantage perception or
17.
investigation. There you go. 17. Does he find any sewers, secret
So
entrances?
yeah, so there are lots of storm grates scattered around. No, not that one. Great. I know I've got one. All right. Well, so yeah, there are several grates around. I'm going to find the thing I have where I've got like a damage thing to mark them with. I'm just looking for them. Road transitions. Not my process.
Ooh, if we really want to like get teamwork on this thing, we could, rather than dousing the whole thing in oil, would be
Damage details.
suspicious because they could smell the oil.
Yeah,
Well,
I was what I
we
was
could
thinking
have
about.
people on the ceiling here with like buckets, ready to just like dump it on them
It would
and
be
drop a torch
trivial.
on them.
Yeah, it would be trivial to get some of the street urchins to do that for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
I like how your first thought is like, let's see how we could get children to do this for us.
I mean, I thought we could just get Roxanne's family to do it, but street children too.
They're more
Listen.
expendable.
Yeah. Listen, it's one less mouth to feed if it goes sour.
Harsh, but fair, I guess.
Yeah, so while he's putting in the storm grate, I'm thinking we definitely get someone to lock this door. We definitely have people up here ready to dump oil on them and light them on fire.
Wait, no, that's right there.
I do like the idea of an illusionary Steve, like a disguised like dummy that has like an illusion cast on it.
I like the idea of that, especially
Because
since
then if they don't show up, we can still burn it. And people won't be and like make it scream, and then people won't be they won't be suspicious that like, oh, we were lying, and why would we not burn them? Yeah.
I have another way around that. Well, is rather than make him an illusion, I'll make an illusion of flame. He'll drop down through the bottom, and then we'll actually burn the thing. I
like that one a little bit more.
It's there's the only semantic. The only
that's
semantic
cool.
thing, well, I guess it's semantics, but I'm just worried that they will see through the illusion
Mm.
that it's not him tied up.
Yeah, that's a good point. They might
The
have like
safest
some
option
sort of
is
like
definitely to burn Steve to
magical
death.
perception. Yeah. So the safest option would be to fake burn Steve. We just have to use some magician's sleight of hand.
There you go. There's the sewer grate locations, nicely laid out with actual grates.
Mhm.
They look similar because I copy pasted them.
At
Because
least
they
get
don't have
Lucy
the
to
patience
rotate
try
them.
and find different grates.
So
Yeah,
there
that'd
wasn't any
be sick.
inside the building though, right?
No, there are no grates inside the
There
building.
was no passage inside the building, no
Well,
secret like
But once we're under
trapdoor.
there, we can.
There is
Once
a
we're
different
under
one.
there, we can extend it or weaken it. We could cause a disaster. We could.
Well, we have to be able to recover shit off their body. So
we could do it like the Italian job. We can drop them down.
we don't want to bury them because then we'd have to like dig them out.
No, we
And then you had to kill them once
no,
you
we,
dig them
we
out.
could we could drop
Yeah,
'em-
because
we
they'd
could-
probably still be alive.
we could drop them into the
Yeah,
kill
then you've got an
box.
angry buried monster who's like waiting for you with arms crossed.
No, we can drop them into the kill zone.
That was a pretty good game.
So we are pretty certain that we can't normally handle the CR of these things, of one of them, let alone 6.
Yeah,
So we definitely
100
need a lot of
100.
help to do this.
100%.
Yeah,
Okay.
very, very likely.
Unless you want to just like charge the keep.
Don't
Even
wanna
if
do
they're-
that either.
Let's a little bit of metagaming table talk. Even
Yeah.
if they are like vampire spawns, those are still CR5.
That would fuck our shit up so
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah,
And if they're
multiple of them.
the one thing vampires do outside of suck blood is make more vampires.
Yeah.
So we can assume
And-
that they have vampire minions of some sort as well, especially if they've been
yeah.
500.
We're all just assuming they're vampires.
Well, we're pretty sure.
They could just have like magical powers imbued upon them.
That
We're
is
pretty sure.
That's that 10%. However,
That
I'm
is
pretty
that
confident
10%.
that all the burning oil will kill them whether they're vampires or not. So I think we got
It does
that
have
extra
that
base
advantage.
covered.
We do have that comfort, yes, that lighting them on fire with oil will probably do a significant amount of damage to them.
Turns out they're fucking
Vampire,
flame
no.
elementals now or something.
It's great.
God damn it, Thomas! What the fuck?
What did I do?
Nothing. We're jesting
yet.
if
We were just hypothetically like saying if you changed your mind and like changed what they were because it was
into flame elementals and we
Yeah.
have all this burning oil to kill them.
It only makes him stronger.
I can say with
It's like
100%,
it's like a healing potion.
100% certainty that they are not flame elementals. So that's the only.
All right. Well, I feel better.
Oh, by the way, Steve,
Hmm.
a water weird is an elemental guardian. They are water elemental.
I know it's elemental. It's just not the water elemental.
That sounds like semantics from here. I'm not even in this campaign, and I can it wafting over Discord.
He's just saying because water elementals are CR5.
Completely random aside. Did anybody else get video chat or just me on Discord? Because I have video chat now.
I saw that too.
I do not
I
have.
saw
Okay.
the announcement. I don't think I actually have it.
Yeah, well, yeah, the
Discord?
announcement. I don't know if I have. Any.
I've got it on mine.
Video.
Nice.
I don't see any buttons for it.
They rolled it out to 5% of Discord people to like stress test it.
I
Well,
see.
lucky you.
Mhm.
But how are you supposed to stress test it if none of your friends have video chat?
Yeah, that's a good
Well,
question.
they should have thought of that. But listen, I'm just
That is a really
I'm
good
pleased
question.
that I got it and you didn't at this point. So
Yeah, you're right. I
Yeah.
got nothing. I got nothing.
You gotta let him have something. We got all the looks, the money. You know, you gotta give the man something. The brains. I mean, it's just the only thing he's got is his dick. And Desiree.
yeah, those are really my two strengths.
Thomas is double D's.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so cute. Sorry, I looked at a picture of a dog in like a ring. It's like a croissant ring pillow. It's really weird looking.
That is weird.
It's top of /r/hall.
Ah.
It's a little puppy. Head in a ring.
Hang on 1 second. I'm gonna go grab my sandwich out of the fridge. I'll be right back.
You only eat early.
All right. So now that he's not here to hear our plan.
Alright.
Yeah.
So what else? So we got a trapdoor under the fire pit to let Steve not get burned to death.
Mhm.
Are you sure we're
I'm
gonna be able to
digging
dig a trapdoor? Because it looks like it's pretty much solid stone right there.
Yeah, it looks like
That is a problem.
it
I don't know if we have like a month to dig a trapdoor there.
It won't take
we'd
us
have
a month.
Yeah, it would take a while. We would need to.
We'd have to like tunnel through the sewers under there.
Yeah,
That would take a while.
We need to make a fake.
Because we'd have to also do it secretly. Like people have to not notice it. So it's not like you can just like.
If we have access to the
TNT it.
sewers, it's trivial to dig under there. We could do that in a few days. We have plenty of labor.
You're assuming his whole family is gonna be like, "Yep, let's
Yes, they
Do
will.
this shit.
Dustin's in 4E mode.
Listen, this is one of the few times we actually get to have like minions, so let's just enjoy it.
Alright.
They're my
in
minions,
full-
not yours.
There are minions.
But you're gonna
trust
do
me,
what
they
we
like us better.
say because it's
Mhm.
ultimately ruled by committee.
The worst part.
You're like some kind of council.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
kind of
like-
weird council. If only we could fly at night. Just be
Yeah,
so
What
much
are we? Some
easier.
kind of vampire council?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think this sandwich is delicious. I think it would like actually kill Alex.
What is?
It's got vegetables on it. It's got
Oh,
like pickles, tomatoes, spinach, onions.
That sounds yeah, that sounds like a thing.
Yep. It's like I think at this point, if you took a leaf of spinach and like brushed it against Alex, his skin would like wither and blacken away.
It's true. I've done it.
Wow, that was like
Sounds
four.
legit.
That was like 4d10 necrotic damage to the face.
Right? You know, you remember Invader Zim? You remember when like they throw the fucking ham at him and it just like sets his fucking skin on fire and it melts to his flesh?
Yes, I do remember that.
It would be that
Ow.
complete anathema. I am now the living embodiment of meat. And yes, it
Yeah.
sounds
All right. So I
disgusting.
think we make a dummy and we set that on fire.
Well,
use-
we
use
actually
the
haven't asked
disguise-
Thomas.
We use the disguise
Um,
kit.
Underneath what appears to be that pyre, how difficult it would be for us to create a trapdoor or say build a wooden framework over top of the existing pyre. Since he is a person of some importance, burning him higher would be appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Might look a little more suspicious.
So a trapdoor, very difficult. This is on the base of an old statue.
Okay.
And the base itself it's not marble, but it's a similar stone.
Mm.
Big and heavy. And the
Probably
base
granite.
it's about 10 feet up. They use a ladder to get up to it.
Mm.
See,
So everyone can see the poor burning soul stuck up there. And then the big stake is bolted down to the platform. It's
Yeah,
got-
Okay,
so
well,
it's
if
pretty much
if we're
solid
looking
marble.
at a
We'd have to
10
dig it.
No, not even marble. Fucking granite.
Ooh,
10 feet of granite to dig through. That's not happening.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! We could have Steve jump into the bag of holding though.
I guess.
And then the
He
bag
could
of
like
holding burns.
fall into the bag, and we could have like the bag on like a rope and just like pull it off.
Nope, that we are not going to play like the claw game with a bag of holding in me.
We'd have a rope tied to it. It would just
Actually,
we'd
I could just pick
pull
it
the
up with
bag
my
off.
mage. I could just mage hand it.
You could mage hand.
Yeah.
Probably not that heavy. How heavy is a bag of holding?
5 pounds, right? 10. It couldn't be more than 10 pounds.
I think it might be always 5 pounds.
15 pounds is 15 pounds.
I can't
No.
move it.
Yeah. We could literally
Damn
just
it.
have a rope tied to it though. Like it wouldn't be difficult.
Or we'll just take our chances, and if they don't show up and we had to make a fake execution, we'll play it by ear.
We'll just execute him.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, it sounds legit. Sorry.
It's like, oh, plan failed. Sorry, Roxanne. Gotta light it. No, I think we could legitimately. He could jump. We could have like the bag of holding under him. We could have like 1 foot like dangling over it, and then he could fall into it as you cast an illusion to make it look like he's still up there, and then we could just pull it down with the bag and light it. You know.
It would be easier at this point, I think, to just fake a rescue for
Fake a
fake
rescue?
execution. Yeah, fake a rescue for a fake execution. I think we're getting bogged down too much in these technical details. I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure they're going to show up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're so far into the planning phase that like Roxine is like just gotten bored because I'm more about the action than the plan.
You mean Steve's getting bored?
That's what I'm taking from this.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds about right.
Well, all right, so
You don't like the
let's
fun
just-
parts of D&D.
I like
This
the
is
other
the fun
parts.
part. This is the part where you actually get to roleplay and do shit.
No, this is the part where everyone wants to tie me to some fire and burn me alive.
We're not tying you to fire. We're tying you to wood, and it's a fake knot. You can just untie yourself and get out.
They're
We're
You
going.
could literally just jump off the platform.
Can we at least maybe like try and pay off an official to learn about what the execution process is? Maybe if we know the custom.
that is a great point.
Let's do it then. Do it. Why don't you do it, Steve? You've been resisting this plan the whole
I
time.
told Thomas,
How about you participate?
I told Thomas I wanted to grease the wheels and get spread rumors that way. So I
Yeah.
could. So we'll just.
Well, and then you were shouted down, so
So then
Yeah.
we'll just.
No.
reapply that.
He wanted to spread rumors that he was somewhere else, and they could
Somewhere
just
else, that
send
doesn't
minions to
help
capture
us.
you. We need you on the execution platform where we know they have come in person to watch.
Right.
We have no other knowledge of them coming in person to find their brother in some faraway land.
It didn't have to be far away. It could be in a part of the city that we lure them to, like a bar.
But that's just extra steps to the same ultimate plan, which is to set a trap for them. This is the trap.
This is the trap. We are setting the
All right,
trap. We
how
are
about this?
modifying.
I don't think the bag of holding idea is smart. I don't think.
I think we don't.
You thought it was smart when it got you through the bars.
Yeah, because there wasn't 6 vampires trying to kill you.
That's a fair point.
I feel like right now our choices are either to set this trap where we have the advantage or not deal with them and try to gain levels.
Yeah, I mean that. I feel you there. That does kind of. It's kind of where we're at right now.
We could always go into the bushes and kill like 500 pigs and rabbits until we're enough level.
I know. Level
Come
Let's
back
go
all
grind
slow.
boars.
level 5 is where it's at. Oh.
I mean, it is pretty good level.
I feel like we should just. All right, I like the rescue plan. That works too. We could have like his sister, like Zoro, in.
Cousin.
Yeah, whatever.
But we don't need to even worry
Distant
about that shit.
relative.
We just need to do. Hell, what else do we have left to do outside of bribe some urchins? We already have it planned out.
Yeah, we have it planned out. Douse them in
wanna know,
oil.
which
Get people on the ridgeline to have big ass mirrors to point them at them. And that's
Mhm.
pretty
The only
much it.
thing we don't know is how many guards they'll come with.
So
Yeah.
why don't we do that now?
All right,
And
let's
we'll
do
get,
that.
We'll get the troop
And let's
movements and
Let's
the
not get over bogged down in planning.
and the execution customs. That way we know the best time to
We
strike.
should have an escape route though, just in case it goes downhill.
That's where the sewers, I think, come together.
Yeah.
Should that be?
Are we sure that where do the sewers lead? That would be the one other thing we would need to know.
I would guess out to the ocean, probably somewhere away from where people fish. It's usually the case. In a coastal town, anyway.
Straight into the fishing.
So
and
Thomas,
into
where
the-
do the
the
sewers
drinking
lead?
water.
Assuming
Right?
we've jumped in the sewers and.
The sewers lead straight to the river.
Hey, they won't follow us into the
Ooh,
sewers.
they
with
won't
all the
follow us
natural
to running water.
Oh,
There you
there
go.
we go.
Perfect.
There we go.
All right, all right.
Now we're in
It's all
business.
coming together.
We'll do it.
It's almost like someone's planning this out ahead of you.
Nah.
Hey, if we could just capture one of them and tie them up, we could take them to the river and torture them. There we go.
I feel better about that plan.
That's another consideration if
That
what if
is
only
another-
some of them come. But
Yeah,
I
another
would
backup
I would easily take killing 3 of them or 2 of them. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know, you
The
can't
only
always
the only
get
the
everything.
only concern about killing only a few of them is that they might make them less likely to leave their keep. Which
Yeah,
would
but it would still be it'd be a huge blow to
it
them.
would be a big blow, yeah.
So I'll
Anyway,
take that.
so we know where the sewers go, so that could be our escape route. Take the sewers if it's going bad. And then Steve's greasing the wheels to see how many guards will come, right?
Yeah.
It's just turning into a shadow run.
Yeah, pretty much.
No wonder I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, right? Shadowrun's great.
Yeah, man. Except I don't have to worry about all the boring bits.
We're plotting a heist. How can plotting a heist not be fun?
Yeah, so I'm like, come on, man.
Right?
This is the best part of D&D.
Yeah,
It's
man.
not a
Anyway.
heist. We're
This is a
trying-
heist.
This is not a heist.
I mean, it's an
heist-ish.
execution. We're plotting an execution.
It's a heist,
This
and
is
you're
an ambush.
You're stealing
this isn't a- it's-
Roxian.
This is a gambit ambush.
This is an ambush.
A
This is a
ambush.
brand
Gambit
ambush.
Gambit ambush.
I love it. Ambushes are my favorite.
There's a
And I
lot
think we
of
have everything
risks
we need here.
in ambushes because
That's true. It's not a heist. We're not robbing anything. But it's an
Yeah.
No,
ambush,
you have
yeah.
to steal Steve from the stake.
We have to give them Steve and then steal them back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do
I
we
like
have to worry about? Once again, I don't know much about D&D vampires. Do we have to worry about them like mind controlling or biting us into vampires?
Yeah, a little bit, maybe, but not
I'm
like
gonna
right away.
say, I'd say we're probably stretching, and we could ask Doofus.
Great idea. He'll just tell us without any rolling.
Alright. Get all that
He is our
pesky going out of
Pokedex.
the way.
Although it would be kind of neat to see if I could become a vampire robot. The idea is both enthralling to both myself and my character.
A robot.
oh boy.
So most of a vampire's victims become vampire spawn.
I think they have to do.
But if a true vampire allows a spawn to draw blood from its own body, the spawn transforms into a true vampire, no longer under its master control.
I see.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just skipping the Thufus and just reading the lore.
Alright.
I assume Thufus would tell us.
Yes, he would tell you
Uh,
all about everything he knows about vampires.
So let's see.
He
We're
would
also
also
assuming that he's
he would
correct.
also chime in that vampires are extremely rare and also extremely old. Vampires were a problem for the what's their name? Shit, hang on. The Thren Dominion. That's the name of the old empire. Sorry, I forgot my own world build. They were they were a plague upon the Thran Dominion, like working in a shadowy underworld situation, and seizing power from them whenever possible.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They tend to do that. All right. Well, so are they then not still an issue?
Officially, no. However, there are rumors that there are places in Tanalor that are in fact ruled by those old school vampires
You know,
that are still alive.
A thought occurs to me that they might be vampires, but they might be a little more or less than the usual vampire on account of the unnatural nature of Chalmath, which empowers and has in his essence part of them.
Exactly. And Thufus does point out that they may very well be vampires or an approximation of them as powerful, intelligent creatures that would certainly serve as a good model after which to shape your clay.
Mm-hmm.
However, they would be dissimilar from the thousands of years old true vampires that surely still stalk this world.
Mm-hmm.
Thufus says that he is unsure where vampires still rule, but his best guess is there's a city at the foot of the God's Lost Mountains, past the Ivory Bogs, known as Nightgaunt. It's a large city. No one's been in or out in quite some time, and he has a strong suspicion that vampires have settled there.
Sort of a midnight aristocracy there, if you will.
Yes.
Several counties of.
Yes.
All right.
The von Karstein, something like that. I don't quite.
Oh, I see. I was like, wait, where's he going with this? I didn't get it, but now I got it.
It's a Warhammer.
Yes.
You Warhammer.
You'd know that if you were cool, Alex.
Yeah. Well, no one ever accused me of that. So
No, they certainly.
Don't worry,
have
no
never
one's doing it
accused
right
you
now.
of that.
No.
Um,
All right, so let's get back to brass tacks
Guards.
here.
How many
What about-
guards?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
well, so as you walk into to town to take a look, this is, I'm assuming, the next day.
yeah, it seems legit.
Could be the next day of like a week or so. We've been planning this for a while.
Yeah. As you
Yeah.
walk in, one of the guards outside the gate says, "Don't tell me, here to watch the execution, are you?"
Sure am.
Yes.
Is there an execution going on right now?
Of course there is.
They frequent?
Pretty common, huh?
It's
Yeah.
in the town square. It's almost daily now.
Hey,
Nice.
let's go get a good seat. Do they sell food over there?
Of course.
Of course, depending on how you like it cooked. Turns away.
I don't get it.
Let's go in here before he kills us.
Oh, what a hilarious joke! It's a funny joke.
What does he mean?
We're gonna find out.
It's people. Soylent Green is made of people.
Probably.
Doesn't bother me.
Anyway, so who's being executed?
Yeah, we walk into the square, and what do we see?
So you walk in the square, and as
The
you get
alchemist.
in, another guard stops you and says, "It's 5 copper to watch from the floor, 20 copper for the seats, and 10 silver if you want to sit in the VIP seating."
Hmm. What do you think? VIP seating, guys? Sound good?
No, let's not. And I say we shouldn't flash our money here. Why don't we? Only one person go to the VIP section, and everyone else checks out the other sections.
Works for me. I'll go to the VIP section.
Yeah.
Let the robot go to the VIP section.
It's just easier this way.
It's just easy. Wow, we're like those parents that have just given up.
So we'll
Yeah.
stand in that. We'll stand. Just on, we'll just
Also,
stand.
he's a lot harder to drain of his vital juice.
There's that. That's true.
I don't think they drink oil. All right, so we'll pay 20 silver for him to go to VIP, and we'll just like each pay 5 copper to stand.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that means 15 copper and then 20 silver.
Mhm.
I'm just subtracting it from our store, so don't all subtract it from your.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Just pulling it from the bag of holding. It's our shared money, so we might as well just spend that.
Yeah.
Keep your personal money personal. All right. So we're all standing. We're watching the execution.
So,
robots in the VIP section.
Standing around the get my freehand tool. Red. So you guys are placed right around here. This area is where you've been invited to stand. It's it's as it's filling in, and they fill it in counterclockwise from the bottom, so it's almost completely filled up. You guys shuffle in right there. It fills in this way. With people surrounding this outer square. The inner square is reserved for guards and officials. It's fenced off. Not fenced off, it's roped off more so. Let me draw this in. There's ropes around this section. Think like a theme park queue.
Gotcha.
Preventing you from getting any closer than that.
Yeah, it's not really like preventing. It's just like don't go closer.
Don't go closer. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might lose a hand.
And there are.
It's a fair worry.
Change my color. Yellow. There are guards here, 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 and here.
Okay, so what I'm getting is we have to pour oil on that platform.
Burn them all down. I guess.
Burn all of them.
Burn them all. Burn them all.
And then so they're sort of watching the
Means
crowd,
Mad King here.
giving anyone who gets too close a poke.
Hey Thomas, I'd like to make a perception check to see who other VIPs are near me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let me finish the external description, and then I will go in depth on the VIP area.
Okay.
All right. The other thing you notice is that there are four officials, right here, 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 and here, and they're in red robes, which you've seen those robes before. They are dressed just like the cultists that you've bumped into a few times before.
Motherfuckers.
Robes pulled up, they've got masks on, but here they are in broad daylight in what's clearly a very official capacity.
We've just been killing the officials of the town, thinking they were cultists.
I mean, ¿por qué no los dos, man?
Official cultists.
It turns out it was just a culture shock thing. We just assumed they were cultists because they were in robes and masks.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
Chanting otherworldly verse.
Is anyone else here like sort of just imagine them as like Ku Klux Klan guys in red?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
The Negro is inferior to us.
Let me find.
The South will rise again with the spilling of the blood of the Negro.
Well, this
I don't know why
video's
that was
gonna
so
get kicked
musical,
off
but it's
YouTube.
great.
This one might be demonetized, Steve. Sorry.
This one might be demonetized.
Whatever. We're gonna kill all these.
We're gonna burn people to death and all that. That's fine, but say Negro.
What about the United Negro College Fund?
There you go. That's what they look like.
I like them better with tall, pointy pillowcase hats. That's how I'm. You can't stop me from imagining this.
Am I supposed to be saying something somewhere?
I put it in
It's
the
in the
Discord.
Oh, there it is. I didn't get no.
Damn cultists.
I'm gonna picture the pointy hat.
Okay.
Me too.
All right.
Just why do you want Klansmen so bad?
Also, why do they have skulls on their knees? It's just
Okay,
like
listen,
weird.
ignore the skull knees. The skull knees are stupid. I don't know why
Let's
they're
get back
drawn
to
like
it.
that. They're real dumb. But that's what the red cape looks like, or like the cloak.
This
So
outfit
let's-
needs some skulls underneath. You gotta show them that we're really bad.
Yeah, it is kind of stupid. That's the
These
D&D
skulls.
picture for Cult Fanatic, though.
That's fun.
Wonderful.
All right,
So let's get back to this.
so we got some officials.
Mhm.
Yes.
There's
They're
no
out-
guard. Go ahead.
Well, there's 8 guards, 4 officials.
So the guards are all on the platform. There's no guards at the exits or anything like that.
Oh, there are guards at the exits. I'll draw them in now.
Damn it! I should have opened my mouth. You could have gotten away with no guards.
Well, you paid one, so I assumed that like you knew you were there.
There's one guard at each thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is becoming more difficult. How
Yeah.
well
Now-
armed are these guards?
Thomas, on my patented scale of competence, how do they
Mhm.
range from completely incompetent to mostly completely incompetent?
They don't look super competent. They're thugs.
Okay.
They're there to push commoners back with their the blunt end of their pikes and occasionally the pointy end if they get fresh. They can handle blocking people off and collecting money and letting them through. Keeping order partially through presence of arms and partially just through sheer intimidation factor.
I like that you found a relevant cyborg vampire comic.
That's pretty
Oh,
amazing.
But the only other figure of note is use green for you. Is right over here, with his back turned to you. There is a figure in a black robe, and he looks like he's in charge. And he is carrying a big book that looks like it's a ledger of some kind. He's holding it, and he's got what looks like a sacred symbol of some kind as well. And as he pulls it clear into view, you see it is in fact some kind of weapon. Like it's definitely got a blade to it.
So they're doing blood sacrifices when they burn people.
And so the figure that's on the pillar is, we're almost to VIP. This is the last thing. Just to keep everybody updated on what's going on. The figure that's on the pillar has a sack over his head that's pulled away by one of the guards with his pike, sort of just lifted off, revealing a man that is a bit bruised and somewhat roughed up looking, but intact.
It's not
It's
the guy, is it?
It's no one. So yeah. When you said I was going to describe this more gradually, but yes, it is the alchemist.
I knew it.
And
I thought he was slippery.
How could they have found him?
They probably had like magical fucking listening bugs or something attached to his ass. Or all
but it looks, as they, he's like, no, please, I didn't do anything. I didn't do it. No. And like, struggling and wrestling with his bonds up there.
Alex, you want to, I don't know, like mute that while you're eating those potato chips?
I'm not even eating. I
Crinkling a sun chips bag. It's
You
like,
can hear.
How is that part so loud? I seriously picked up one plastic bag, like by my pocket.
Oh my god.
I don't know how that could be so loud, but I will mute myself. Yes, hang on. Stop that.
That was
You stop
so
that right
weird.
now.
yeah, Alex, are you eating anything? I'm not eating anything.
Sounds of fat
God.
people.
Anyway, the VIP area. There are actually, there are 2 stories. Let me actually look at these maps to make 100% sure that I'm correct before I screw this up for you.
Ooh, what if I cast Sanctuary in the Alchemist?
Yeah, it's 2 stories. The first story is still raised above the crowd quite a bit. So even if you were on the bottom floor, see over everyone's heads. And it was clearly formerly a shop or something, but it's been refurnished and opened up. A lot of the interior walls have been knocked down and made into a nice viewing platform. There are small braziers of scented perfumes to sort of ward away the stink of the masses. And
I feel at home.
This first level looks like mostly like magistrates, city officials, maybe even a visiting dignitary or two that are being entertained. But none of the extreme high level residents of the city, and certainly not anyone that looks like a hidden evil god monster.
I see.
Are they reading out charges?
What's that?
Are they like reading out the charges to the crowd?
It looks like
what is it?
they're definitely getting ready to.
Okay.
That's what they're warming up towards.
Now I have to ask you a question, Thomas.
Yes.
If I cast Sanctuary on the alchemist, would lighting the pyre be considered an attack?
Let me double check Sanctuary's exact wording here.
Because this could be pretty funny. It says you ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
It also says this spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects, such as the explosion of a fireball.
Yes, but the question is lighting the pyre that he's standing on considered to be an attack?
I would consider it to be an area. Because they're not that's not really an attack.
What if I cast Sanctuary on the pyre?
Yeah, he's not burning the guy. He's lighting a fag.
You just wanted to say fag.
I did. Thinking about faggots. Thinking about trying to
as usual.
faggots.
He's been
Right?
He's been bursting at the seams. I'm gonna end the episode there.